Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. It's week 11 in year 1 of the Franchise Stars Football League, and it brings us to Jacksonville, where the 7-2 Oilers visit the 5-4 Jaguars in an AFC South matchup. Each team enters off a loss. We start with the Oilers, whose loss was more than just on the scoreboard. A narrow 10-6 loss to the Buccaneers that also saw the Oilers lose quarterback George Blanda, wide receiver Charlie Hennigan, and linebacker Keith Bullock, all of whom have been solid this season for an Oilers squad that had won 7 straight before last week. Now Steve McNair takes the reins as the Oilers try to right the ship. They'll face a Jaguars squad that was dismantled by the NFC-best 49ers last week as they couldn't get anything going on either side of the ball. You saw the stat line there. Trevor Lawrence went over the 300-yard mark, but most of that was with the 49ers in prevent mode late in that game that got Lawrence to rack up some yardage. Stat total looked good. Scoreboard didn't. A 31-13 defeat. They'll try to regroup here against a depleted Oilers squad, knowing a win would put them just 1 game back in the division. Appreciate you tuning in, as always, here to the Legend Sports Universe. Got lots of good stuff coming up here. We're having, as we've seen lately, regular football broadcasts. We will also be having the start of the Franchise Stars Basketball Association sometime in the next week to week and a half. It'll be on or about October 1st. Franchise Stars Baseball League currently on hiatus while I develop the rookies for year 4 of the FSBL, but football and basketball should carry us through for the next several weeks. We'll also have an announcement on a boxing project for the upcoming release of Undisputed. But here our focus is football. Oilers Jaguars ready to kick it off here in Jacksonville. Mike Hollis will kick it off for the Jags. Tees it up, angle towards the sideline. I just realized I forgot to fix Billy White Shoes Johnson's shoes. He's still wearing black, but that's all right. He's still Billy White Shoes Johnson, and he's brought down. Good coverage there from the Jaguars as Steve McNair takes the helm here for the Oilers. McNair has played pieces of 2 games this year, and he has been terrific. He is 24 of 25. He has thrown 1 incomplete pass. We'll get the camera mode set up here for broadcast mode while we do the rest of this game. So McNair has been absolutely exceptional. McNair certainly was a fine quarterback in his day, but that completion percentage, hard to imagine he'll keep that up. But he will get a chance to with Blanda on the shelf. This is McNair's team for today. Blanda, torn labrum. He's supposed to be out for probably at least a month. So McNair will handle the playoff push here for the Oilers. Play action, fakes it to Derrick Henry, rolls to the left. Pass there is complete. It's tight end Alvin Reed with the reception. 14-yard pickup, 33-yard line is where we will see the next set of 10. Oilers last week were very heavy with Derrick Henry. Certainly a fine back in his own right against the Buccaneers. Here's Earl Campbell. Campbell with a run up the middle, and Campbell shifty past one guy, then lowers the shoulder, bowls his way forward, first down. Injury on the play. Bob Talamini checking out for the Oilers. The last thing the Oilers can do is afford another injury. Good run there from Earl Campbell. 2 plays into this one, the Oilers are out at the 46. I formation behind McNair. Quick drop, quick slant. Into Jacksonville territory, down to the 46. Drew Hill with the reception there. 8-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Oilers. I formation. McNair, play action to Campbell. Stands in, looks, Left-hand side, complete. That's Derrick Henry out of the backfield. So they had Henry and Campbell both in the backfield that time. This one goes to Henry. It's a 5-yard pickup down to the 42. It's a fresh set of downs for the Oilers. First and 10. Once again, it's Henry and Campbell in the backfield for the Oilers. A bruising tandem, to say the least, although Campbell doesn't have to bruise anyone there because no one touches him until he gets to the second level. Campbell down to the 25, and the Oilers moving it at will here on the Jaguars in the early going. Good opening drive here for McNair and the Oilers. Drops back, stands in, pass there, it's complete. It's Hill again, down inside the 10, he gets down inside the 5. So McNair continues to be accurate. 4 of 4 in this one. He gets Hill, brought down by Cyprian down at the 4, but it'll be first and goal for the Oilers. Tell you, it's not hard to hit your target when there's that much space. Hill wide open on that one. First and goal. Henry and Campbell both in the backfield. Hand off, it's Campbell. Campbell lowers the shoulder. He got tripped up there. Campbell pushed the defender off of him, but on the way down, reaches for the ankle, trips Campbell up. It'll be second and goal from the 4. Jaguars looking for a defensive stand here. Again, it's Henry and Campbell in the backfield for the Oilers. Play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Smith gets through, brings McNair down. First sack for the Jags. And McNair gets up a little bit gingerly on that one. It'll be third and goal for the 12. So the Jaguars trying to come up with a big stand here. Henry's the deep back. On this one, Campbell out. Third and goal. McNair stands in. Quick little out route. Alvin Reed fights his way towards the goal line. He's not going to get in, though. Fourth and goal, down to the 1. Gibson brings them down. Quick little release off the edge there. Fourth and goal from the 1, and the Oilers are going to go for it here. Tie game, opening drive of the game. And they're going to go for points early. Henry and Campbell in the backfield. Big play early. Goal line stand attempt here by the Jags. They pitch it right. Campbell tries to get to the outside, and the Jaguars swarm him. No problem giving the ball to Earl Campbell there, but I'm surprised they didn't go with Campbell straight up the gut. They tried to go outside, and the Jaguars get penetration. The Oilers come up empty. Remember, the Oilers had this happen to them in that game against the Buccaneers, too. They would have drives, they'd get moving into Tampa territory, and then it would stall out. Not quite to that extreme, of course, dying out at the 1. But even so, the Oilers just having a problem finding the end zone. There you see Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence has thrown more picks than touchdowns this season. Many of those picks early on in the season, so he has cleaned that up a bit. But the 8 touchdown passes at this point in the season, they just have not been able to punch it into the end zone. So the Oilers, a good opening drive, ends with nothing. They go for it on the 4th and 1 and are stopped. Jaguars take over from the 4. And off here, Fred Taylor. Taylor fights through 1 tackle. Gets out just shy of the marker. Taylor was stymied last week, 19 carries, 62 yards. 3.3 a carry or so that works out to. Click on the stop. 2nd and inches. Here we are just at the start of the Jaguars' first drive of the game. Man in motion. Clock ticks down. Lawrence gets it off. Pass over the middle. It's complete. Out to the 21. He hits Robinson. 7-yard pickup. First and 10, sticks move. Lawrence goes to the shotgun. Doug Peterson's offense. Handoff. Taylor tries to get to the outside. He is taken down, picks up a yard. And that's it, out to the 22, chased down from behind. Taylor looking for a hole there that never opened up for him. Second and 9 from the 22. Handoff. Up the middle. Taylor tries to slither his way through. The Oilers there to bring him down. Only picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 7. Lawrence in the shotgun. And in motion up top. Pass over the middle. He's hit as he reels it in, though. Hits Fred Taylor out of the backfield. 9-yard pickup, first down. Sticks move again. Webster popped him. But Taylor able to hold on for the grab and the first down. Jacksonville keeps the drive alive. We get down near the 6.5-minute mark of quarter number 1. Lawrence, pass, right side complete, out near midfield. So Lawrence has completed his first 3 of the game. Mercedes Lewis picks it up, 18-yard gain. Down to the 49 as he gets across midfield. So good start here for the Jaguars. Lawrence goes into the shotgun again. 1st and 10, takes the snap. Pressure comes and down he goes. Ray Childress breaks through for the sack. Lawrence brought down. It's a loss of 6. Childress gets him. First sack for the Oilers. It'll be 2nd and 16. In the shotgun. Lawrence stands in, pass, held on to, another big hit. Pickup of 6, Kyle Brady, tight end. Gets it back to 3rd and 10 at the 49. And in motion again. Drops back. Stands in. Looks. Fires. Complete. It's that same play as before. They get Taylor open out of the backfield again. Second catch for Fred Taylor. It's another first down. 2 catches for 24 yards for Taylor so far. Randall Godfrey on the stop. Good start so far to this one for the Jags. At the goal line stand to shut down the Oilers' drive, and now they're marching themselves. Taylor tries to spin out of a tackle. Unable to get away from it there. There's Brad Meester, one of the Jaguars' offensive linemen. Meester's checking out of this game. Looks like some sort of an arm or wrist injury for him. Get you an update on that as soon as we're able to. 2nd and 9 from the 33. Shotgun handoff. Taylor gets to the outside. Down inside the 30. He's brought down. Down to the 29. Glick on the stop. It'll be 3rd and 5. Even distribution so far for the Jags. 5 runs, 5 passes. 3rd and 5. Lawrence stands down the left sideline, and he zips it in there, and it's complete. Reeled in. Lawrence, 6 of 6 on the drive. Along the sideline, Robinson with his second grab. That is not an easy throw. That is very good coverage. But but Lawrence puts it in there. 1st and goal from the 9 for Jacksonville. Handoff. Taylor up the middle. Fights his way in at the goal line. Touchdown, Fred Taylor, and the Jaguars strike first here in Week 11. Taylor with the 9-yard touchdown run. Terrific drive from the Jaguars. And pending the extra point from Rob Hollis, it'll be 7-0 Jaguars. That went about as smoothly as you could have imagined for Jacksonville. Hollis comes on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. 13 plays, 96 yards in 7-13. And the Jaguars go right down the field on the Oilers. Never want to say it's because of one player, but the Oilers certainly will miss Keith Bullock in this one. Oilers defense has been solid this season. Bullock has had a terrific year. He'll be out for at least a couple of weeks. Turn there, brought out to the 25, and the Oilers will get back to work. Again, the Oilers went right down the field on their opening drive. They got to a 4th and 1 situation. They elected to go for it from the goal line and were stuck. A mob of Jaguars defenders stopped Earl Campbell. Here's Derrick Henry. Henry, his first carry of the game. He'll pick up 2 out to the 28. It'll be 2nd and 8. McNair under center. This handoff goes to Campbell. Campbell once again grabbed by 2. Marcus Stroud, the lead dog there, stops him for a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 7. Right set again here. McNair drops. Stands in. Pressure coming. Has to dump it off, and it's intercepted. McNair looks out of the backfield. I'm sorry, I thought that was a running back. It was actually Alvin Reed on a short pass, and McNair's first incompletion is an interception. A.J. Bowie with the pickoff, and now the Jaguars with chance here to take advantage. That was right, kind of through. Reed is right there. But Bowie pulls it away, comes away with the pick, and the Jaguars in optimal position here, 1st and 10 from the Oilers' 32. Good coverage there by the Jaguars. McNair tried to go to a safety valve there. He had Reed short, but Bowie right with him. First turnover of the game. Lawrence in the shotgun. Clock ticking down here. Motion, and the motion happens too late, and the Jaguars are going to take a delay of game call there. So that one hurts. That'll push them back 5. Back to the 37. Bit of confusion at the line. Lawrence called for motion, and the motion happened a little bit too late. 1st and 15 from the 37. Oilers showing blitz here. We'll see if they follow through with it. If they don't, he drops back. Lawrence stands in, looks on the right-hand side. It's complete. Down to about the 25. Lawrence 7 of 7 so far. He hits Blackman there for the catch. Clock ticking away. Lawrence stands in. It's another quick out. That's his first miss. That one's incomplete. Robertson in coverage. It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 from the 24. 4 wideouts. Lawrence in the shotgun, takes the snap, it's a handoff to Taylor. Taylor looks for an opening, he finds one. Good hesitation by Taylor, pops to the outside, fights his way down inside the 15, down to the 10. Good run from Fred Taylor. It'll be first, and they're going to say 10 actually. A few inches shy of the goal line. It's really a 1st and goal. Technically, it's a 1st and 10. But I'm not really sure there's any way where you could get the first down here and still not have it be in the end zone. Clock will tick. Lawrence goes to the shotgun, but they'll let it run out on the opening quarter. So a terrific start here for the Jaguars. They come up with a goal line stand to halt the terrific Oilers drive, then go 96 yards and score, and now they've picked off Steve McNair and are trying to punch it into the end zone again. We'll get quarter number 2 underway. It's 7-0 Jacksonville. Taylor's the lone setback here. Handoff to Taylor, and he is bulldozed back by Ray Childress. Childress pushes his lineman into Taylor's lane and then grabs Taylor and throws him to the ground. That's an all-man play there by Ray Childress. Second and 13 from the 13. And you can see that first down stripe essentially on the goal line. Fake on the handoff, throw knocked away. Good coverage there. So Lawrence, after completing his first 7, has missed on his last 2. Third and 13 for the Jags. Lawrence in the shotgun, stands in. Looks, still looks. Nothing downfield. He has to go to Taylor underneath. He gets the ball down inside the 10, stopped at the 6. But this will have to settle for 3 points here for the Jaguars. Mike Hollis will come on for what should be a 23-yard chip shot. Kick is up, right down the middle. And the Jaguars extend their lead to 10-0. So it could have been worse if you're the Oilers. After the turnover there, the interception thrown by McNair. But it's 3, not 7. The Oilers will take that. Hollis bangs this kick out to the 5. Johnson out across the 15 to the 17. So McNair back in charge. Again, George Blanda hurt a week ago. This is Steve McNair's team at the minimum for the next month. First 10, handoff, Campbell pulls the tackler back a couple yards. Turns a 3-yard gain into a 5-yard gain. Miles Jack with the stop. It'll be 2nd and 5. Henry the deep man, Hoyle Granger in at fullback for this one. 2nd and 5. They give it to Granger, actually. Granger, good hesitation there. Finds a hole off tackle. Gets the first down. It's a pickup of 8 out to the 30. And the sticks will move first down for the Oilers. High formation with Henry and Campbell. McNair drops, looks, throws short again for Reed. That one is complete. That's a similar play to the one that was picked off. 3rd catch for Reed, 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. McNair drops, Stands, fires, complete. Man open out across the 45. That's Drew Hill. Out to the 46. It'll be 1st and 10 as the chains move again for the Oilers. They're under center. Handoff. Campbell. Pulls forward. Gets 3. 2nd and 7. Carl Mock being taken off the field to be checked out there for the Oilers. 2nd and 7 from the 49. 2 receivers up to the top. Handoff is Campbell again, and he is met right up the middle. Nobody even chipped Peterson, who comes right up the center and stands Campbell up. It's 3rd and 8. Snap from McNair. Looks. Left-hand side. Complete. 1st down yardage. Nate Washington with the grab. Down inside the 40 to the 36. Washington's first catch is a 16-yard pickup. And the sticks move once again for the Oilers. Short passes. Handoff, it's Campbell. Campbell tries to get to the outside. Middle closes up, and the Jaguars descend on him. 9 carries, 33 yards. So far for Big Earl, no gain there at 2nd and 10. Campbell and Henry in the back. Handoff, Campbell. Down, pulls his way inside the 30, drives 2 defenders back. That turns into a 9-yard pickup for Campbell. And now it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 27. Clock rolling down towards the 8-minute mark. High formation. McNair drops back on 3rd and 1. Short pass there, complete. Hill gets open on a hook route down inside the 15 to the 13, 1st down. So the only incompletion so far thrown by McNair was the interception. He's 9 of 10. And quick hits and runs here in Jerry Glanville's offense. Henry and Granger, the 2 backs. Campbell gets a breather. 1st down, it's Henry up the middle. Derrick Henry down inside the 10 to the 9. Pick up a 4, it'll be 2nd and 6. Campbell back in here for 2nd down. McNair drops, handoff, draw. Campbell heading for the end zone, touchdown, Earl Campbell. So Campbell goes airborne at the goal line. Nobody's getting in front of that freight train. Campbell into the end zone, and the Oilers pick up their first touchdown of the game, pending the extra point here from Rob Baronis. It'll be a 10-7 ball game. Good work by Campbell. I know that doesn't look anything like Jerry Glanville. You can't customize the coaches in this game. Again, inexcusable in 2024 to not be able to edit coaches' appearances. But I digress, kind of. Extra point here from Baronis is up and right down the middle. 12 plays, 83 yards, and 642. Oilers will take that. 10-7 here in Jacksonville. 6:51 left in the first half. Baronis tees it up, bangs it long into the end zone. Can't imagine that one's going to get returned, and it's not. So Lawrence and the Jags will start out from their 25, 1st and 10. Good one going here again. Tight AFC South matchup. The Jaguars, a win would bring them within one game of the division. Oilers sitting atop the division at 7 and 2. The suddenly hot Browns in the middle. Lawrence, they run an option there. Lawrence keeps it. He only gets a yard. Brought down. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 26. Loaded up, set to the right. One receiver down wide. Now there's a man in motion. Lawrence can't get the snap off in time. That's the second time that the Jaguars have been hit with a delay of game call in this one, where the motion happened a little bit too late. 2nd and 14 from the 21. Pitch, Taylor, right-hand side, has a couple of blockers, but the Oilers have more defenders. Not too much there. To the 25, it'll be 3rd and 10. It's about 5.5 minutes left in the half. Lawrence stands in, looks, over the middle. Pass is zipped in there. I believe that's Lewis with the reception. Out to the 40-yard line. Sticks move. Second catch for Lewis. First and 10 from the 40. Inside 5 minutes left in the half. Handoff. Taylor. Shifty. Pushed from the back. Hit in the front. Brought down after a gain of 3. 10 carries for 45 yards for Fred Taylor, who also has a touchdown in this one. 2nd and 7 coming up from the 43. Lawrence drops. Short pass. Right-hand side. It's caught. It's shy of the marker. Brought down right away. It'll be 3rd and 1. Blackman, his second catch of the game. Third and 1 from the 49. Handoff. Taylor has the first down. Lunges forward, gets down to the Oilers' 45. Chains will move as we tick down close towards 3 minutes left in the half. Lawrence in the shotgun. Quick wide receiver screen. Not too much doing there. It's a pickup of a couple. 2nd and 8. Willie Jackson, his first catch of the game. Second and 8 as the clock ticks towards the 2-minute warning. Lawrence stands in. Pass goes down the field. It's complete. It's Taylor out of the backfield, and Taylor's going into the end zone. Fred Taylor, his second score of the game, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. And Fred Taylor and the Jaguars will boost their lead back up to 10, pending the extra point from Mike Hollis. That's the deepest pass that Lawrence has thrown so far. It's been a lot of short slants. Taylor out of the backfield a couple of times, the wide receiver screen, etc. But they go down the field a bit. Wheel route out of the backfield from Fred Taylor. Nobody's with him. Mike Hollis on here for the extra point. Kick is up and good, and it's 17-7. 8 plays, 81 yards, and 4:42. McNair and the Oilers will have plenty of time with the ball. Hollis goes to kick it off here. Angled towards the side. Johnson gets it at the 5. Out across the 15. Brought down shy of the 20. 2:05 remaining, so they really have 4 timeouts because they have the 2-minute warning as well. There's Earl Campbell, 11 carries, 51 yards, and a score in the first half for Big Earl. We'll see how the Oilers play it here. With all the timeouts and the 2-minute warning, they can pretty much just run their offense. And they give it to Derrick Henry. Henry was the up back on that one. Picks up 5, and Bruce Matthews. That would be a huge loss for the Oilers to lose Matthews, the anchor of this offensive line. Matthews goes to the bench. It's not going down the tunnel, so that's a good sign. Clock stops for the injury. 2nd and 5. McNair drops. Pass complete at the 35. That gets us to the 2-minute warning. Drew Hill with the reception. Mathis on the stop. 1st and 10. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Campbell's the lone setback here. McNair drops. Pass complete. Slant to Hill. Pickup of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go to the no huddle. McNair calls out the signals, drops, stands, looks, multiple crossing routes. He goes to the sideline for this one, and it's reeled in by Hill. Caught out at the 49. 7 catches in the first half for Drew Hill. Let's get a playbook glitch situation. Joys of EA glitchiness that we have to be on alert for to work around. 1st and 10. McNair drops. Pressure comes. Fires. And it's caught and then dropped by Alvin Reed. Good coverage. Got his hands on it but couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 from the 49. We do have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. McNair at the line. Handoff. Henry spins away from a tackler. Nice job there by Henry. Down inside the 45. Down to the 41. They'll call a timeout here on 3rd and 2 to discuss what they want to run here. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the Oilers. They trail at 17-7. Trying to get more points before we head to halftime. Third and 2. You see 16 carries, 14 passes for the Oilers. McNair drops back. Stands in. Pressure coming around him. He goes deep. Down the right-hand side. Incomplete. It said right-hand side. That was really more towards the middle than the right-hand side. So they go down the field, and now it's 4th and 2. And now the Oilers have to decide. I'm going to pause that we don't get hit with a delay of game call here while we decide this. 4th and 2, you could go for it from here. But if you don't, you set the Jaguars up to make this potentially a 3-score game before the half. So I'm kind of inclined to think that if you're the Oilers, you're probably going to punt this ball, pin Jacksonville deep. 58 yards is not a field goal you're going to take at this point, I don't think. If it was like 2 seconds left, you might try it just because the Jags wouldn't get the ball back. But with the Jags getting the ball back, if you miss, I don't think that's the play here. So we're gonna trust the game engine call there. And Brett Kern will come on for a punt, try to pin Harris deep. Angles this one towards the sideline. They say it's out of bounds at the 6. So good job from Kern. Then you see Fred Taylor, 11 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. He's also caught, I believe it's 4 passes, including a touchdown score. First and 10. They have all 3 timeouts. So we'll see if the Jaguars decide to run their offense here. Lawrence is going to the shotgun. Again, Tennessee has 2 timeouts as well. Lawrence drops back, and he's going to be brought down. They're going to call forward progress at the 1. Oh, my goodness. So dangerous for the Jaguars there. Lawrence hit first just outside of the goal line. Tennessee uses a timeout. That was almost disastrous for the Jags. If that's a safety, it's 17-9, and the Oilers would have gotten the ball back with 2 timeouts in their pocket. Taylor goes up the middle. Oilers will use their last timeout. And the Jaguars quickly turn to conservativeness here. Third and 15. Hand off, Taylor up the middle. He's stopped, but the clock will tick down. Jags will have to punt. And they're punting from the shadow of their own end zone. If the Oilers, you've got about a 9-second difference there. If the Oilers can get some kind of a decent return out of this, Baronis has a good leg. You could, in theory. Angle this towards the sideline. I almost got too quick and decided to do the punt there. Get the clock down as far as we can. Get the meter rolling until about 5 seconds. So there's the snap. Kick is banged by Brian Anger towards the sideline. Johnson stays in bounds and then steps out. So 5 seconds left. This is basically just going to be an all-out heave from McNair. Drops back. Stands in. McNair has the arm to get this well down the field. Airs it to the end zone. Tipped incomplete, and that will take us into halftime. So a terrific first half for the Jaguars. 17-7 as they go into the tunnel. As the Jaguars, a very, very solid half. Fred Taylor, 2 scores. Mike Hollis, a chip shot field goal. Check out some other games on the docket this week. The Bengals go into Baltimore to take on the Ravens. 4-5 Cincinnati, 5-5 Baltimore in that one. In Cleveland, the Steelers and the Browns. Always a fun one. The Steelers have tried to dig themselves out of a rough start. The Browns have dug themselves out of a rough start. Browns, 4-1 on the road. See if they can get their second win of the year at home. Bears and Lions, a clash of 1-win teams. Bears got their first win of the season a week ago. See if they can try to build something. Not that they're going to be able to get into a playoff spot, but the Bears will at least try to get to respectability. Long climb for them, though. The Bears are kind of outmanned not a great season 1 draw from their player pool. Again, the setup of the Franchise Stars Football League, if you are unfamiliar, first of all, thanks for tuning in and giving me a bit of your time here. Each franchise has a 130-player master pool. 50 players from that pool were chosen at random for year 1. The remaining guys will all enter in rookie drafts going forward. So a team like the Bears that obviously has plenty of talent in their overall lifetime pool, they just ended up with a really bad draw in year 1. They've got Gale Sayers, they've got Singletary and Butkus, but beyond that, they just don't have a heck of a lot, and the Bears have kind of gotten knocked around this season. They're weak at quarterback. It's Bobby Douglas and Bob Avellini. Not a particularly winning combination there. So it's been a struggle so far for Chicago. But we'll return our attention here to Jacksonville. Rob Baronis will kick off to start off the second half. 17-7 Jags. Turn here out across the 20 to about the 25. Trevor Lawrence will get under center and try to get the Jaguars to keep their momentum. Only one turnover in the game. That was an interception thrown by Steve McNair. It led to the Mike Hollis field goal. Both quarterbacks have been very accurate so far in this one. Handoff Taylor. He's blown up. Good job there by Webster. Breaks through for the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10. Lawrence drops back. Pressure comes. Javon Curse is all over him. Sack for Javon Curse. Second sack for the Oilers. Down goes Lawrence back at the 15. It'll be 3rd and 20. Curse gets to Lawrence. Nothing he could do about that. Curse has Lawrence dead to rights. Drives him to the turf. 3rd and 20 coming up. They go delayed draw, and the Oilers don't fall for it. Taylor takes 2 shots, fights his way through, but ultimately is brought down by the 3rd man. So the Jaguars play it conservatively there, deep in their own end, rather than go for the risk down the field. They're going to rely on their defense to come through here with a stop. Brian Anger will come on for the punt. Dewey Johnson back to receive. Johnson at the 35. Got a couple of blockers with him out across the 45 to the 46. 11-yard return on the punt for Billy White Shoes Johnson. So McNair will start off. Oilers have good field position to open up their first drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from the 46. McNair drops, looks, goes down the field over the middle, complete. Down inside the 40, there's Drew Hill. Hill's 8th catch of the day. He's got 99 yards receiving. He and McNair have had a nice little rapport here. Hill becoming the top option with Charlie Hennigan injured. First and 10 from the Jaguars 37. And off, it's a counter. Derrick Henry shoots the gap, fights through one tackler. He's hit. Picks up 4. Henry looked like he was going to get blown up there and spun right off the tackler. Makes something out of nothing. 2nd and 6 coming up from the 33. Nair drops. Looks. Pass complete. It's Hill again. Down inside the 25, down to the 20. First down, sticks move for the Oilers once more. I formation, Henry in front in the fullback slot. Campbell actually in the halfback slot. And it's Campbell with Henry in front of him. Campbell drives his tackler back. He goes down. I believe that was Smith. Yep, Smith on the tackle. Gets pancaked by Campbell in the process of bringing him down. It's an 8-yard pickup for Earl Campbell. Down to the 12, 2nd and 2. McNair drops. Stands in. Looks. He's going to throw this one out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 3rd and 2 for the Oilers. McNair drops again. Looks. This time looks to the left side. Near the sideline. It's caught, but Reed steps out. But it'll be 1st and goal at the 3. So pretty much any of McNair's misses have been going down the field on these short slants and out routes. He has been pinpoint to this point, other than the one interception. That's really been his only miss. Now, gotta think. Short yardage situation, 1st and goal from the 3. Let Henry and Campbell bury this one. Henry gets the first crack at it, and he's stuffed. 6 carries, 23 yards so far from Henry. Spicer on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and goal. Campbell and Granger in the backfield now. Handoff, it's Campbell. Campbell cuts it back, pulls his way down to the 1. 3rd and goal coming up. Remember, the Oilers on their opening drive got down to the goal line and couldn't get it in. They were stuffed. They ran Campbell outside on 4th and goal from the 1 in that situation, and he got stuffed. This time he goes up the middle, and the Jaguars get him. Stroud breaks through and stops Campbell. 4th and goal for the Oilers. Another goal line stand by the Jaguars. And once again, I want to keep the clock from running here. So the game actually wants the Oilers to go for it here. But I'm generally of the belief that if you can change like how many scores the deficit is with the field goal, you take the field goal. So you're down 10. It's a 2-score game right now. If you get the field goal, like if it was 17, if it was 17, 13 or something like that, and it's still a 1-score game anyway, if you take the field goal, I think maybe then you can say, all right, we'll go for it, try to get the lead here, because you'd still need, a score to get ahead. But in this situation, I kind of feel like the Oilers need the points here. I don't think you can come out of this. I don't think you can come out of this with nothing. So for the Oilers, we're going to opt for the Rob Baronis 20-yard field goal. Pretty much a chip shot here for Baronis. Kick is up and good. So we're back to a 7-point game. Baronis puts it through. And the Oilers' red zone offense for a 2nd week in a row, though, has struggled. They couldn't punch it in against the Buccaneers. They've had the same issue here against the Jags. 17-10. Another good drive. And they settle for 3. .47 on the clock here in the 3rd. Kickoff there, taken at the 1. down at the 21. That's where the Jaguars will take over. So Lawrence in the shotgun, Taylor at his side. And off it's Taylor. Taylor cuts it back. Out to about the 25, pickup of 4. 16 carries for 54 yards for Taylor. On the surface, that doesn't sound super impressive. But he does have a score. He's also been a threat out of the backfield in this one. He has scored both Jacksonville touchdowns, one on the ground, one in the air. Lawrence, handoff, Taylor. Fights through one tackler. He's hit from behind, and Javon Curse almost knocks Taylor across the marker. He's stopped short. 3rd and inches from the 31. Taylor checks out. James Robinson, the lone setback here. And off it's Robinson. Robinson goes for the short yardage. He gets the first down. Picks up a couple out to the 32. Sticks will move for the Jags. Down inside 6 minutes, left in quarter number 3. Handoff, Taylor. Taylor trying to be shifty. That time he is dragged down. I believe that's Randall Godfrey on the stop. Pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Lawrence in the shotgun. Drops. Short pass. Caught, but gobbled up by Moore right as he makes the grab. No room for Robinson to move. It's 3rd and 2 from the 40. Third and 2. Play action. Goes down the field, incomplete. Good coverage that time. Lawrence didn't feel like he had time to string that play out a little bit. And it'll be a punt as Brian Anger will come on. So Anger comes on for the kick. He hammers another one deep. Johnson's going to let that one bounce. It'll go out of bounds at the 5. And you see Drew Hill. Hill's had a fine game. 9 catches for 112. So now the Titans with the chance of a good drive here to tie this game up. We'll see how they approach it. Starting from the shadow of their own end zone at the 5. 1st and 10, Henry and Campbell, both in the backfield. It's Campbell up the middle. Brought down relatively quickly. Stroud gets on his back. Stops him after a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Plenty of time, obviously, as we're still in the 3rd quarter, so the Oilers don't have to do anything they're not comfortable with as far as trying to push play here. And they are keying on the run. Jaguars get 2 men through. Campbell throws somebody to the ground after the stop there. 3rd and 10. No calls, a little post-play histrionics. So 3rd and 10 from the 5. Oilers want to at least get a first down here. Just make sure that if they do have to punt, they're not leaving the Jaguars a good field position. They do better than that, though, with the conversion. Nate Washington's 2nd catch of the game is a first down out to the 17. So the sticks will move for the Oilers. First and 10 coming up. Hand off Campbell. Campbell tries to move the pile. He's stopped after a yard. 17 carries, only 61 yards for Earl Campbell so far. Jaguars defense has done a very nice job here. Henry and Granger in the backfield now. Campbell taking a play off. They give it to Henry. Henry cuts it back into the middle. The hole gets plugged. Miles Jack, the first man to hit him. 3rd and 7 from the 19. Campbell and Henry again. 3rd and 7. McNair drops. Stands in, looking. He swings it out of the backfield. Campbell fights his way towards the marker, and he's just short. Campbell lowers the shoulder. Hits the defender hard, but his knee hits before the marker, 4th and inches, and at your own 26-yard line. You're not going to test this if you're the Oilers. Campbell frustrated on the sideline. He thought he had gotten to the marker. Brett Kern will come on for the punt. Tees this one off. Hearns goes back, takes it around the 17-yard line. Good coverage by the Oilers. Stopped at the 22. 52 seconds left in quarter number 3. 17-10 Jacksonville. Handoff. Taylor cuts it back out across the 25 to the 27, 2nd and 4. Miles Jack, supposedly with a shoulder injury. It's the quick diagnosis there. Certainly a significant injury for Jacksonville. Shotgun. Lawrence stands in. Over the middle. Diving grab, and Lewis reels it in. Nice play, Mercedes Lewis. 3rd catch of the game out to the 44. And that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 3. First down, Jacksonville. Sticks will move as we move to quarter number 4. 17-10. Jaguars. At the 44. Just joining us, appreciate you tuning in. Good one going here on the Week 11 slate. Handoff Fred Taylor. Taylor tries to get to the outside. That's a big tackle there. And Taylor goes down somewhat awkwardly. Marcus Robertson got him around the ankle and gave a yank, and Taylor's going to check out of this game, at least for the time being. He takes his helmet off, but he's keeping his helmet right with him. Usually a telltale sign that a football player thinks he's going back into the game. Second and 5 from the 49. Lawrence stands, fires, incomplete. Intended for Lewis. Coverage there from Glick. 3rd and 5. Taylor's back in. They go to a draw. Taylor's not going to get much there. Pulled to the ground. They go for the draw play, and Taylor is brought down by Robertson again. It'll be 4th and 4, and the Jaguars will punt. Perhaps a little bit overly conservative on that call. You can do some shifty stuff with the draw, but I think on 5, if you're 2 or 3 yards away, that's a little bit different. From 5, I think the Jaguars probably should have thrown it there, but the Jaguars almost playing a little bit on the cautious side. A little bit on the nervous side. It felt like there. So now Anger will put one towards the sideline, try to pin the Oilers deep in the field position battle once more. And he does it successfully. That one is marked at the 9. That's where the Oilers will take over. McNair gets some last-minute words from the sideline. As he comes out onto the field. 1st and 10 from the 9. Henry and Hoyle Granger in the Oilers' backfield. It's Henry. Henry shoots through the gap, picks up 5, brought down by Jackson at the 14. Second and 5. Handoff. It's again Henry. Henry kind of in the fullback slot there. Tried to give it to him again, though, and the Jaguars were all over it. 3rd and 6. I formation. Drops back. McNair looks. Pass. Complete. 1st down and more. Out across the 30, out across the 35. It's Drew Hill again. Hill out to the 36. That's catch number, I believe it's 11 for Drew Hill on the day. Catch number 10, I'm sorry. 10 for 134 so far for Drew Hill. So he and McNair certainly have something going. And now the Oilers will try to have something going here on this drive. First and 10 from the 36. Handoff, Campbell, and is once again stopped. The offensive line for the Oilers just getting no push. And the Jaguars are just swarming and overwhelming them. Campbell and Henry are both great, but if they can't get any blocking, there's only so much the two of them can do. 2nd and 12. They go to the handoff, though. Henry tries to get it to the outside, and he's unable to. So the Jaguars defense coming up with a big performance here. 3rd and 11 now for the Oilers. Doug Peterson's defense has done an outstanding job so far. McNair drops, stands in, pressure, and down goes McNair, and he got crushed. Ngakoue brings them down. 2nd tack for the Jaguars. And McNair gets absolutely planted. Take a look at this one from the rear cam. It looks like he's blocked. Campbell chips him. But in the process of Campbell getting through, it's almost like he dislodged. I think that's Bruce Matthews, actually. No, it was the other blocker. Kind of gets free as Campbell tries to fight his way through and almost sets a pick on his own blocker on the tackle. And McNair just gets hammered. So now it's 4th and 17. Kern will come on to punt, and the Oilers will have to wait till their next opportunity with the ball here. Hunt carries inside the 20. Hearns back at the 17, across the 25. They'll stop it at the 27. 17-10 Jacksonville, 10:06 remaining. AFC South clash. The Oilers in first place in the division at 7-2. The Jaguars at 5-4. Lawrence in the shotgun. Quick release. He's hit as he throws. It floats out there, but it still gets there. Jackson with the reception. 2nd catch of the game. It'll be 2nd and 1. Lawrence, handoff. Taylor, first down. 22 for 74 so far for Taylor. Again, not a great line in a vacuum. But he's got a score running. He's got a score receiving. First and 10 from the 38. Quick, out to the sideline. Out across the 40. It's a little 4-yard pickup. Second and 6 from the 42. Lawrence again looking for a quick slant. And again it's complete. And again it's a first down to the 49. 4-yard, 5-yard, 6-yard passes working. First and 10. Clock continues to roll down towards 7.5 minutes left here in the fourth. Lawrence, pump fake, now holds. Now throws, and it's intercepted! Intercepted! Lawrence is picked off. This might be a pick six. Going back into the end zone. Touchdown Oilers! Pick six thrown by Lawrence. Fred Glick intercepts it and takes it to the house. And the Oilers are going to have tied this game. Glick jumps it on the out for Taylor. Out of the backfield, Glick cuts right in front, picks it off with nothing but daylight ahead of him. And the Oilers tie it up. Baronis will make that the case with the extra point here, but gotta think that that's going to hold. Extra point is up and good. 17-17 here. Quite a change of events here in Jacksonville. Fred Glick with the pick six brings the Oilers back from the brink. Again, the Oilers lost their opening game of the season to the Saints. They won 7 in a row before the loss last week. One loss, not a big thing. Back-to-back losses, suddenly there's a concern. Baronis with the kick. Taken at the 2, out across the 20 to the 22 by Hearns, and that's where Lawrence and the Jaguars will start off here. 7:15 left in the game. 17-17 the score. Good one going here on our Week 11 slate of games. I apologize. There's supposed to be 5 games this week on the docket stream. There's only going to be 4. Unbeknownst to me, when I recorded the Cowboys-Panthers game for Week 11, I guess the mic cable had slipped out a little bit, and I didn't realize that that had happened, so I ended up doing a broadcast with no sound. There's an hour and a half of my life I'll never get back, but that's all right. But I'm not going to go posting that with no broadcast at all to reference to it. But the Panthers won the game 13-10, sending Dallas to 5-5. The Panthers now 6-4. Lawrence, quick drop, down he goes. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's wrestled down by Curly Culp. Only a loss of 2. Back at the 20, it's 3rd and 12. Jacksonville offense suddenly having some problems moving the ball here. They got some movement in the first half. Not much here in the second half. Lawrence under pressure. Stands in, hit as he throws. Floats that one out there into nothing. Believe Webster was the guy who got to him. Lawrence takes a shot. It's incomplete, and Jacksonville will have to punt. So Brian Anger will come on. Slight crosswind, nothing of too much significance. Anger's punt, almost blocked. Johnson takes it at the 26, out across the 30 to the 35. So 5:44 remaining, 17-17 here in Jacksonville. And now the Oilers can just kind of run their offense here. They certainly don't need to rush anything down the field. Expect a grinded out drive. It starts off with Campbell. Campbell fights his way through one tackler. One man grabs him. Another has to come and help out. Campbell picks up 5. It's 2nd and 5 to the 41. I formation with Henry and Campbell. McNair drops. Stands in, looks, swings it to Campbell out of the backfield, fights for the marker, just a little bit short. 3rd and inches. They know you're going to bring Campbell down. You better go for the ankles if you're trying to take him one-on-one. Especially out in the open field like that. A little bit surprised. It looked like Campbell tried to cut that to the outside rather than just lower the shoulder and try to barrel through the back there. So 3rd and inches. And the Oilers actually go to pass. Short slant. Reeled in by Hill into Jacksonville territory. Disagree with the play call, but it works out. 11th catch for Hill down to the Jacksonville 45. Quick little slant there. 3rd and inches. You got to give it to either Henry or Campbell. You got 2 bruising backs back there. But that's not what came up in the playbook, which is, overwhelming run in that situation, but it got the pass. Pass is what came up in the generator, and that's what they went with. Campbell up the middle. Bit of an awkward run there. Picks up 3. Jaguars are getting quick contact on Campbell every time. He's still trying to make something out of nothing. He and Henry have had their work cut out for them. Every bit of yardage in this game has been tough yardage. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining. 2nd and 7 from the Jaguars 42. Handoff, it's Hoyle Granger, and there's a flag on the play. And it's going to be holding on the Oilers. Carl Mock. So now the Jaguars will take that. That'll push the Oilers back to midfield. 2nd and 15, 3:03 remaining. McNair under center. Handoff, Campbell. Campbell finds some room. Campbell inside the 40. Campbell fights off one tackler, gets close to the goal, close to the first down marker, but short. 3rd and 1 coming up from the 36. And the Jaguars are going to use a timeout as this game gets closer. As this gets closer to Rob Baronis' field goal range, Jaguars trying to leave themselves some time on the clock. It's also a huge 3rd down coming up. So they went to a short pass earlier in the drive on 3rd and 1. We'll see what they do here. They have Henry and Campbell both in the backfield. They're at the line. Hand off Campbell. Up the middle, 1st down. Earl Campbell down inside the 30. 1st and 10. Down to the 29. Clock ticking down towards the 2-minute mark. Handoff. Henry slides around one tackler. He is brought down. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we go to the 2-minute warning. 17-17, but the Oilers driving, looking for an opportunity to take the lead. From the 26, it would be a 43-yard field goal. From here for Rob Baronis, well within his range. Henry and Granger in the I formation behind McNair. Hand off, it's Granger. Granger fights his way forward. It'll be 3rd and 4. Jaguars will use a timeout here. I think they'll try to save that last timeout in case they get the ball back. So another 3rd down coming up, and it's a big one. Henry in the backfield. Campbell not on the field. 3rd and 4. They go for the handoff. Derrick Henry cuts it back. 1st down. Down inside the 15. So now the Oilers are in complete control of the clock. They can kind of do whatever they want here, as this is set up for a field goal opportunity at a minimum. First and 10. There at the line, he's going to let the clock tick. Handoff. Henry fights his way forward for a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 14. Clock continues to roll. Can't imagine you're going to see the Oilers go to the air at any point here. Clock continues to tick. They're at the line, letting it run down. Handoff. It's Hoyle Granger. Stopped in the middle. It'll be 3rd and 8. The Oilers are going to let the clock tick, and they're going to take the field goal here from Rob Baronis. It'll be a 30-yard attempt. Oilers will use the timeout. So Baronis will come on for the kick to attempt to send the Oilers home winners. We've seen a few missed field goal attempts in the last few broadcasts. Baronis should be money from this spot. Kick is up and good, and the Oilers come into Jacksonville in a game that was tenuous for much of it. The big pick six from Fred Glick of Trevor Lawrence gets it knotted, and then Baronis with the 30-yard field goal. The Oilers come into Jacksonville with a big divisional win. Jaguars fall to 5-5. The Oilers improve to 8-2. And a very important win for the Oilers on multiple levels. Both quarterbacks are very solid. They were very accurate. Neither one really took chances down the field. You can see the completion percentages kind of demonstrate that. A little bit of insight into me doing things and whatnot. So I've mentioned previously I have custom playbooks that I develop for each of the teams based on the game plan data in the terrific Action PC football game for the PC from Dave Cook Sports, DKSports.com. If you're into text kind of sims and all that kind of stuff, check that game out. Dave does a great job with that and all the Action PC games. But I kind of formulated a method to develop custom playbooks in Madden based on the playbooks assigned to the real-life coaches throughout history in Action PC. So the play calling, I totally lost. I completely lost my thought there for a minute. I apologize. But I think one thing that I do have to adjust is I think the playbooks are a little bit too safe for a lot of teams in terms of the passing game. I've got completion percentages pretty much where I want them in the grand scheme of things, particularly in sim mode and stuff like that. And a lot of the games that play out, they end up where I want them, which is I want them more like 80s style, like in the 50s completion percentage as opposed to the modern game where guys are completing 70% all the time. But you do have some exceptions with some playbooks where just everything feels like it's a high percentage pass and no chances are being taken. And it kind of felt like that in this game a little bit, where there maybe should have been a couple more deep threats, particularly for Jacksonville. So just something that I'll be keeping an eye on throughout the rest of the year. And then before I get to year 2, I'll probably do some game book kind of playbook modifications for each of the franchises. But again, just a little observation from my end about my own work and what I can improve upon. So there you see the stat, and on the stat line, I mean, everything tilts towards the Oilers, even though the Jaguars kind of looked like they were on their way to winning this game. Although in the second half, Jacksonville's offense struggled to move the ball. They were able to move it pretty well in the first half, but the Oilers were able to kind of control them in the second half. And the Jaguars just couldn't get down the field, both teams with a turnover. The interception thrown by McNair early, leading to the Jacksonville field goal in quarter number 2. But the pick 6, Lawrence picked off by Fred Glick, the key play in this one that knotted the game at 17. And ultimately, Rob Baronis hits that field goal late. There, see the touchdowns. Fred Taylor, 1 running, 1 receiving. Earl Campbell, that 9-yard run. There you see the 53-yard interception return from Fred Glick. And the Oilers come away with the victory. They'll see McNair, 225, no touchdowns and a pick. Trevor Lawrence, 207, 1 touchdown and 1 pick. On the ground, Campbell, 22 carries for 89. Derrick Henry, 13 for 42. So it was a grinded-out day for the Oilers' backfield. But they stayed with it, because why wouldn't you if you had Earl Campbell and Derrick Henry? Fred Taylor, 22 for 74 for Jacksonville. In the air, Drew Hill and Steve McNair had a nice relationship going through the day. Hill, 11 catches for 144, clearly the receiving leader in this one. There you see Taylor, 4 for 74 out of the backfield for Jacksonville and a touchdown. And that big 43-yard reception as well. On the sack front, Ngakoue almost killed McNair on that 1 sack. Curly Culp, Ray Childress had a sack. Javon Curse had a sack. Randall Godfrey had 1 as well. Looked like Tennessee had 4 sacks. Jacksonville had 2. Their interceptions. A.J. Boye with the pick of McNair early on, and the 53-yard pick 6 from Fred Glick. Huge play for the Oilers. So that'll wrap things up here from Jacksonville. Hugely appreciate your time. Next broadcast on the channel, as far as football goes, will be the Buccaneers at the 49ers. And we'll do that game, and then it will be Vikings at Broncos. And then, I'm trying to remember what the Monday night game is on the schedule for this week. I know it's winning teams. I think it's the Eagles, but I'm blanking on who the Eagles are playing, actually. We got a couple games before that on the Week 11 slot. I'm hoping that I may get 2 broadcasts in either tomorrow or Friday. And again, we'll also have a preview video that'll probably be pretty quick of the upcoming Franchise Stars Basketball Association. So stay tuned for that as well. Appreciate you checking in. Bang that like button. Subscribe if you have not as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. Big win for the Oilers here in Jackson.